Hi, Geminis. This is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a singles prediction for April, May, June. I will be using some charms and initials, lots of clues, lots of evidence, what's next in love, what's coming towards you. So let's see what our spirit guides have for you. Let's call in our angels and our spirit guides and loving messages now. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to anybody that's newly guided here for the first time. Spirit, please share with me loving messages for my Geminis. What is it that you need us to know? What is it that you want us to hear? I am listening. I have feathers, lightness, divine messages. I love that. Yeah, I mean, we always want to say, divinely guided or heavenly sent. So that always feels like it's a blessing or it's meant to be. So we could be looking at something like that. I have the sun, joy, clarity, thriving connection. The sun will come out tomorrow. Just a sense of a brighter day, they just said. So for those of you that are struggling with when or if, a brighter day. It was a little bit of a around the corner also, so I'll take that. I have a glass of wine, a celebration, savoring love, sweetness. So how about, can I buy you a drink? How about our first meeting? Let's start with that. First date. Okay, something like that. Can I buy you a drink? I mean, it sounds simple. It's pretty easy. It's not a big commitment. For those of you that do drink, grab a cup of coffee, grab a Coke. It doesn't matter. But it feels like a first meeting, something pretty simple. I have a King of Swords. I have a Three of Wands. I have a Four of Wands. I have a Seven of Swords. I have to tell you, it was very much a feeling of what's on my mind is I could see a future with you. The Seven of Swords is coming into me as a little bit of a but. I could see myself with this person, but I want to make sure that they're not going to cheat. They're not going to abandon me. They're not a liar. They're not a sneak. They're not going to hurt me. They're not going to be harmful in any way. So it was almost like I could definitely see myself with this person, and the but we have to get over. Clarification on my seven, please. I have Temperance, and I have a Queen of Swords. You're worrying about something that hasn't happened yet. So I need you to clear your head, they're saying, clear your mind. Go back to peace and serenity. Go back to, they're saying a life worth living. Okay. So that tells me that you're not going to be in something unless it's something that's going to work for you. So this feeling of what if, a life worth living, right? Something that I want to wake up to every day. Somebody that sees me and feels me and wants to be with me. And, it's this mutual love. So I do feel that way. I feel that you've got this, let's get some personality energy. Let's see what they say. So yeah, a life worth living. But, I think we all go, I could see myself with this person as long as they behave themselves and, they don't, blow up this relationship, of course, but that's kind of a projection. That's more of an anticipation of something going bad. And you don't really want to put that energy out into the universe. You want to kind of reel that back in and say, I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful for the best. I'm hoping that this really continues the way it's going because it's good. I'm inspired. Inspiring you. A little bit of a cheerleader energy. I'll cheer you on. I'll motivate you. I'm behind you. I have flexibility. I'll make this work. I want to make this work. I'm determined. I'm determined to make this work. I feel like this person, once they make their mind up, that you're somebody they want in their life. It's a, maybe we have obstacles, but it was a feeling of we'll make it work. It's up to us to make it work, because there could be something that we both look at and we could say, well, this is going to be too hard, or I don't see it working, whether it's schedules or kids or location or travel. I don't know how it's going to work out. I don't know how we can make it work. And then somebody says, no, we have to get our head on this and say, we can make it work if we want to make it work. So somebody is determined to put that effort in and kind of say, we can overcome this. This is not an obstacle that we can't overcome. It's maybe inconvenient or it's temporary, but it's not. If we found each other and we want to be together, maybe nothing can keep us apart. So there is that behind this, and that doesn't happen all the time. It really doesn't. That you have that somebody that's kind of, I'm willing to fight for this. I'm willing to do whatever it takes to be in this. We don't get that very often. So this is probably somebody who's pretty strong and into you. I'm very encouraged. I'm encouraged about the direction this is going. I'm excited about the direction. It's blossoming, it's blooming, it's only getting better. Maybe with time, it just keeps growing. I've awakened to this love. Beautiful. Empowered. You've empowered me. Maybe I've never fought for anybody before. I never fought for love before. I never went out of my way to make a relationship work before. I'm family orientated. I get it. So maybe there's something that is involving family members, children. Kids are in school. We've got to figure it out. So yeah, I get it. There are priorities, Spirit's saying. And I have peaceful. I don't want to make this harder. I don't want drama. I don't want chaos around it. I want to make it work, is how it's really coming in. So that feels like it's really good news. Whoever, maybe this person's already in your mind and you guys are trying to figure out, could this work? Couldn't it work? Let's get some initials. Let's see what they're saying. First initials, last initials. The letter F, I have an M, another M, I have an X, C, Z, L, I have a Y, B, J, I have an E, and then I have some other letters. Let's get these other letters, which are the two letters, and they're first letter and a second letter of either a first name or a last name. So on either side. So if you do have somebody in your mind, maybe this will clinch it for you. Let's see. I have the letter I, L, I, C, A, C, H, another C, H. I have an N, A, D, Y, E, M, J, A, S, T. I have a K, E, and I have an R, U. Okay, so those could definitely be making some really good sense to some of you. You could be really feeling it, connecting. This is your reading. Beautiful. Spirit, please share with me. Tell me, we're going to make it work. Is this divinely sent? I have passion. Keep the flame of passion alive. It's a heartbeat of love. I've never felt this way before about somebody. So am I going to fight for you? Yes. Are you worth it? Yes. Will I go through a burning building for you? Will I, walk 6,000 miles, barefoot, to be with you? Yeah. I mean, people go through a lot for people to be together. So it's the hardest part's finding the person. I have a romance. Romantic surprises are on the horizon. Be open to them. That felt like I want to take this to the next level, or I want you to know my intentions. Just this kind of revealing my feelings. And maybe we just have this kind of heart to heart about it's up to us. There's an incredible sense in this reading that it's up to us to make this work. So, and I think that's a commitment on both sides. I have nurturing your relationship like a blooming flower, and it will flourish. This love will only grow. There is a sense of it's only going to get better. Whatever we have to go through, we will be able to put behind us, and that will be in the past. And then we just live our lives and we can be together. I'm falling fast for you. Love happens quickly, but don't lose yourself in the process. I don't feel like you're going to lose yourself. I feel that we are just trying to be realistic in some way. We're just trying to be practical, Spirit saying sometimes love and practicality aren't quite, working. Sometimes love is love, and sometimes we do things because we're in love. But I like the falling fast. I doesn't mean you're going to make bad decisions. Doesn't mean that we're going to, I don't know, go down the wrong path or journey or something. It just means we're falling in love with somebody very quickly, and that's okay too. Let's get some charms. Maybe we'll get some clues with our charms that are connecting you to this person and helping you to get some answers that you're seeking right now, this beautiful bowl. And I'm just going to go with a big pinch of charms. Let's see. Okay. What's jumping out at me? I have a big smile. Okay, so I have this big, beautiful smile. I love your smile. Okay, maybe that's something that was said right from the beginning. I love your smile. That was maybe it's one of the first things they said to you. You'll never forget it. I have a Sagittarius. I have she believed she could and she did. There is an incredible sense of we have to believe that we can do this. I have the letter B. I have the number 20. I have a kind of a bottle of champagne and a very fruity drink, like a pina colada, strawberry daiquiri. I don't know. So it feels like a celebration. It feels like, a really nice night out or romantic evening. Yeah, I mean, it's a feeling of I want more of this, and we'll make it work. We'll figure it out. I just feel like somebody keeps saying that to you. So maybe somebody's trying to encourage you that everything's going to work out, or that we're going to get through this obstacle and we'll be on the other side before you know it, or that we're lucky to have found each other and we can't let this go. So I do feel like somebody's very encouraging. I have a whale's tail and I have a starfish and I have this boat. I'm going to say a cruise. I'm going to say we book a cruise. There's a part of me feels like I don't know, we're going to go on a little journey. It's a little vacation. It's something simple. It could be like a 4 or 5 day cruise. So it felt like a cruise. Maybe it's our first trip together, our first vacation together. I like that. I have a guitar. This is somebody's plays an instrument. Maybe that's important to somebody. I have a bird's nest. This feels like I do feel spring energy with the bird's nest. I do feel like the particular birds are back. They're building a nest. Maybe they're building a nest in your backyard. Maybe there's a specific tree. Maybe every year, every season, there's baby birds that you get to see. So I kind of feel like it's a part of somebody's yard that we actually experience it, like, oh, the baby birds, like we're going to watch for them. I have 2 hearts that are intertwined with these vines, so our hearts are kind of connecting, and overlapping. That feels nice. I have a koala bear. They're using the word gentle to me, like a gentle love, a gentle heart, gentle, soft spoken words, something like that. So this person could um, say the right things. You know, it's one of those relationships where you could be worrying or upset about something, and they just have the right words to say, and they say it in a very soft, gentle way. So maybe that is very helpful to you. I have a eagle. Hmm. I am going to say service. It feels like an American eagle. So I could be connected to the service. I could have a tattoo of an eagle, somebody. Very patriotic, very dedicated, they're saying. So that this could be very important to them. And then I have a watermelon. I'm not going to go with the watermelon as much as it was a heading into summer energy. That I don't see watermelons until the summer. So we could meet this person in the spring, April, May, June, and heading into the summer, you know, it's really kind of coming together. It's really starting to make sense to both of us. So yeah, I'm going to go with that. I'm going to go with more. When do watermelons ripen? You know, like when do you pick a watermelon? Yeah, I don't think you pick them until the end of the summer. Is what I'm not a gardener, but that's my guess. Let's see what else they have for you. Spirit, tell me more about this connection or what you want me to know about this person. Anything you want to share with me? My Gemini, Spirit, please share with me. Let's see. Wears a meaningful accessory often. So they could have you or them, I should say, they could have a ring, they could have a necklace that they wear all the time, they never take it off, something like that. They could have any kind of jewelry. I'd even go so far as a tattoo that has great meaning to them. You know, somebody that maybe died, that's like a memory, something along those lines. I have has creative hobbies. Maybe you love their creativity. I almost felt like I had my hands in, it felt like goo, but it was almost like clay or something slimy. You know, maybe it's some kind of craft that you put your hands into and you make soap, something with resin, clay, pottery, something like that. But it felt like my hands were mushy and wet, if that makes sense. So all I can think of is pottery. So maybe that's something I like to do. Wrote you a message, but never sent it. Okay, maybe they are having a hard time putting their feelings and thoughts down. Enjoys landscaping, gardening. Yeah, there's something about the bird's nest, the yard. I would say that whether it's we have that now or that's something that we want a big yard, we want privacy, we want to have like big flowering bushes or flower beds, a vegetable garden, you know, like that could be something that we both want, but maybe we don't have it today. But we want a house that has, I feel like we want a house that has a lot of land so that my neighbor isn't right next to me. So I feel like that's more of in my perfect world, that's the house I want. Dyes their hair unusual colors. There could be one color that they dye it. Maybe they're very distinct. They dye their hair color. I has lost a loved one within the last year. Maybe that's part of this meaningful accessory. Called you the other night. Has something important to say to you. Beautiful. I do feel that. I felt that a minute ago. They're revealing their feelings and this overall feeling of, what did they say? A life worth living. So maybe they live in the hey, you know what? Without you, um, it was almost, I don't want to have to choose. I don't want to have to choose between not having you, having you or not having you in my life. Like I don't want to have to choose. So maybe there will make it work. That's why it keeps coming back to that. It has strawberry hair. Maybe somebody dyes their hair red. Maybe they have something like me. Okay, so let's see, Spirit, when anything about timing, anything that you want to share with me. I have within 6 months. October being important, could be a birthday month for somebody, October. I have November, October, November being important. And I have January. Okay, so heading into the winter months, the winter season, next month, bottom of the deck. So I always like the feeling of we could meet at any time, but then we start to go into the other seasons. I always kind of feel hopeful for that because it tells me that they're saying this love will stay. So it's more of a, is this going to be a long-term love? Is this going to be casual? No, this love will stay, they're saying. Spirit, can I have some future loving messages, or what does this person want to share with us now? I've never felt this way before. Yeah, I said that earlier. I've been thinking about what you've said. Your words mean something to me. I'm listening. I knew the moment our eyes met. This feels like I don't want to let you go. I feel like they want to fight for this, that they're willing to do whatever it takes to make it happen. I love you with all my heart. The moment I saw you, I knew. So yeah, there's a sense of instant connection for sure. I'm afraid to get hurt, and I'm healing my old wounds. So we've got a little bit of that coming forward. And what we have really scares me. Nothing to be afraid of here. It feels like it's a true love. Sometimes when it is a true love and a good love, we feel even more afraid, which doesn't make sense. But we're afraid to get hurt. We realize how much we love somebody. We don't want to lose them. So when you realize you love somebody that much, I would say, then you know you're with the right person. Let's put this out into the universe. I want to thank Spirit for these messages today. I want to thank you for being here. If you're new to my channel, please remember to hit that like, subscribe, ring the notification bell. Thank you for your comments. Always, I appreciate them. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, please go to my website, KathyMamolenPsychicMedium.com. Also, I have 2 other YouTube channels, Pick a Card channel and Twin Flame channel, and I'll put the links in the description below. I hope you enjoyed your reading, and we'll see you again real soon.